why you're leaking in perimenopause, and what you can do about it. You laugh, you sneeze, you jump, and there it is again, that little leak that shows up like an unwanted guest. And somehow, despite all the advice, the Kegels, the time you gave it, the products you bought, it's still happening. And you start to wonder, am I just weak? Did I wait too long? Is it too late? Is this just what happens now? Here's what I want you to know. You're not weak. You're not too late. You've just never been given the full picture. You see, what you were probably told was to do Kegels, maybe 10 times a day while brushing your teeth. You were told that it's just part of motherhood or what happens with age. You may have been handed pads instead of answers. But those leaks, they're not a failure on your part. They're a message from your core system that something needs more support. Not punishment, not shame, not silence. You see, stress incontinence, leaking when you laugh, sneeze, or cough is extremely common. But common doesn't mean normal, and it doesn't mean it's something you have to live with. Here's what matters. Your pelvic floor doesn't work alone. It's part of a pressure system, and that includes your diaphragm, your deep core muscles, your spine, your breath, and your posture. If your breath is shallow, if your posture is collapsed, or your abs are always braced, that system can't manage pressure effectively. And when pressure isn't managed, leaks happen. And this is why Kegels alone often won't solve the problem, because the bigger system hasn't been retrained. If your body didn't fully recover after pregnancy or birth, however long ago that was, and let's be honest, most women weren't given real postnatal rehab, then these changes stayed in the background. And then perimenopause hits and menopause, and estrogen drops. Tissue quality changes, collagen decreases, muscle tone responds differently. So that what was just a little leak before becomes more frequent or more noticeable now. You didn't do anything wrong. You've just been managing symptoms without the right information and without the right tools. Estrogen supports muscle tone, collagen production, and tissue elasticity, including the bladder and pelvic floor. As estrogen declines during perimenopause, tissues become less resilient and the nervous system becomes more sensitive. All this amplifies pressure-related symptoms, but it doesn't create them in isolation. You're not leaking because you're in perimenopause. You're leaking because your body isn't able to manage the pressure well, and perimenopause is highlighting that. This distinction matters because it means there is something you can do about it. Let's set the record straight. More Kegels isn't the only answer. You need to retrain your body's pressure system, and that means coordinated breath that supports your core and pelvic floor, posture and alignment that help pressure travel through you, not down onto your pelvic floor. Gentle, function-first movement that rebuilds strength through connection, not intensity. This is whole body, evidence-based recovery. No clenching, no shame, no assumptions, just strength that actually works from the inside out. Watch for yourself compensating in ways that you don't realize. This might look like bracing your abs all day, or holding your breath when you lift or move, collapsing through your hips or pelvis when you walk. These patterns add pressure exactly where you don't want it. Awareness is step one, support is step two. If no one's ever explained it to you like this, it's not your failure. Now you know better, and when you know better, we can do it differently. MUTU gives you the medically guided tools that you should have had years ago. Not to bounce back, but to move forward, supported, connected, and strong. When you're ready to feel like you again and not someone that just manages leaks, the next step is right here. You can get a 10-day free trial, so just check it out risk-free. You are not broken. Let's rebuild properly. Now, if that menopause belly is making you feel like your body's out of sync, you're not alone, and the next video is going to explain for you why crunches won't help, and importantly, what actually will.